Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our...
Menu narration option is set to off.
For this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up. Getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Bowman. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Running with power. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a crease. It's Giddens. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be downed right there. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
To the air, it's Bowman. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll try it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Kansas State in business in the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Dropping back, it's Bowman. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The give. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Hard running there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, second and long from the 19. Looking downfield, it's Bowman. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the Echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville.
Pulls it fired complete.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the ground, it's Gordon. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Owens. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Back to the air one more time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ford. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside. It's Owens. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. The official says no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. It'll be a draw. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. On the move. They could have used a little bit more there, picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man, it's Bowman. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Bowman. They're trying to get to it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Scanning the field, it's Bowman. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no Moss. Get it together.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front of the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He caught it! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dances away again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The give to the lone running back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the move, it's Gordon. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Bowman. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short, and try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. To the air, it's Bowman. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. And the Cowboys brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. With the catch, it's Gordon. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on target this time. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to go up top on first down. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After that last completion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Bowman. The throw to the outside is complete. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Gordon. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This almost certainly to win the game. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead. Out the window, guys. Tough break there.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Giddens. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah,